Government does very little to help small businesses. Almost all their actions, in fact, hinder them. Talks of things like economic stimulus is almost always handed out to the friends of the political elites, not to your everyday small business owner. Small businesses are excessively hindered by regulations and taxes, as our Republican friends have mentioned. It's just can be extremely difficult with all the things that need to be applied for, all the wait times associated with the government action that needs to happen in order for a business to be allowed to be open. Perhaps some of the most onerous regulations on small businesses are employment laws. In order to hire an employee full-time, especially the new healthcare bill requires a lot of dictated benefits that must be provided to that employee, and things like that are extremely costly on small business and are going to stop them from being able to grow effectively.
Young Democrats, your 30-second rebuttal.
Okay, first let's talk about regulations. Everyone talks about regulations like it's a bucket of water that we can just fill up or release, and it weighs down our government, or it releases, or it helps businesses. Reality is that regulations are there because things happen that we have to fix. Not all of them are great, and not all of them are bad. A lot of regulations help, and a lot of regulations hurt. But they're not all terrible, and they're not all good. And we should stop this whole talk like they're something that we can, like money, we can just reduce it or increase it to affect things. It's simply not true.
It's time.
Agreed. Regulations are necessary. However, regulations that coal mine runoff needs to be cleaner than Evian water, that's absurd. There are several great regulations out there. There are also numerous regulations that are completely and utterly wrong. Obama's added over 100,000 regulations over this past 4 years, and that's what's hindering businesses. Basic regulations for safety, environment, and things like that need to be in place. The keyword there is basic.
I will actually disagree with both groups on the needs for a lot of regulations. Essentially, consumers can choose which businesses they would like to do business with and which they would don't. A business's action affects their reputation. Actions that are unethical, actions that are harmful are going to reduce that business's reputation and is naturally going to be harmful to them. Regulations are often unnecessary.